Hey everybody, how are you doing? And welcome back to another game of Madden 13 online franchise. Here with the Chiefs in a game versus the Raiders. And I believe we sweep the Raiders last season and also got them in the playoff where we won. This is the first game against the Raiders in season 2. It's gonna be exciting to see what's going to happen with new players and everything. It's the first play of the game for the Raiders, and it's gonna be highlight based as usual. As you can see here, a really nice run by McFadden early on in the game, so it's gonna be exciting if we can stop the run here. It's a good running back, so if you learn how to use them, but already a couple of plays into the game, Antoine Cassan, our new free agent signing, gets a nice interception on a play that was supposed to go to Muscle Reese, I believe, who plays as a tight end at the Raiders. Here he sees that I do not cover McFadden, but Earl Thomas is quick and his third down is not converted, and then McFadden gets injured. Really bad start for the Raiders. So here the first play on offense for us. Pass to Crosey, our rookie, and so as we can see it's a low risk injury, so he's gonna come back to the game. And here Bo early on gets a nice quick catch for 15 yards. And he's gonna have a pretty good game. Oh, sorry about that. My text message down. And here again we see Bo on a nice inside route gets another pass for a first down. So in the beginning we're just gonna play heavy pass defense, try to get something happen early on, try to frustrate a little bit. Zach Miller with a nice outside pass, and then Charles runs it close to the goal line, 4 yards in. See what happens here. We go 5 receivers, and Crosey is there for a nice catch for the touchdown. So 14-0 early on. It's not a good start for the Raiders. See, ooh, here on the third down, attempts the screen, but gets sacked by Red Bryan, another new player for the club here. And Bo, here we read the blitz. We could see it was a blitz because the cornerback backed down, and then another nice first down by Bo. And here Charles, a nice outside run. Only 3 rushes so far though. We'll implement it later. Here, look at this. Oh, Preston drops the pass. It's just not good enough. Zach Miller was also free, but I only had eyes on Preston. But here, Bo, another catch, and this time for a TD. So 20 up, 21 points up, and here McFadden again. His injury rating just isn't that good, and here he gets injured again. Yeah, and then we get a third down, so it's gonna be exciting what's gonna happen here. Oh, catches the pass but drops it. So yeah, and then we see bad news for the Raiders, even more bad news as McFadden is actually out for the game, so ouch. Here we try another pass to Bo, but this time Sean Smith, a new signing for the Raiders, makes the interception. So that was a stupid play action attempt. Failed. Shouldn't make stupid mistakes like that. And here I'm covering the running back, which is like a red blonde, I think. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, completely miss my manual cover, and I'm sorry again, another message. And here the Raiders makes a nice play to Jacoby Ford, who scores the first TD for the Raiders in the game, and all of a sudden they're back in the game. Only 21-7 now, so maybe we can turn around. But you know, there's only one reason when I show, or one of 2 reasons when I show return plays. It's either a boo-boo or a nice play. And here Charles runs it all the way down, and what I think is the easiest return I've ever seen in Madden. I mean, there was clear path all the way. So all of a sudden it's 28-7, and look at this very dangerous pass down the field. Could have been easily picked off, but not so lucky there. And now 3rd and 10, and a nice conversion here. Again, Muscle Reese. He's a toughie because he I don't know if I mentioned this before, I can remember. Oh, and here Kassan with his second pickoff. But anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when you line up a player like Muscle Reese as tight end, it shows that that the opponent is using a halfback and not a tight end, so it can be pretty annoying. Oh, and here Dwayne Bowe gets a nice TD on a play action that totally confuses the defense. Anyway, yeah, so it lists as a halfback, so it's really hard to know when it's a rush or a pass situation, because if you see that two halfbacks lining up, like you have both McFadden and Reese lining up, then that could be a kind of a heavy pass formation. So what do? Do you line up with extra cornerbacks or extra linebackers in such a situation, or D-line versus cornerbacks? For me, it can be kind of difficult sometimes. Mostly I'll hear McCain gets a nice outside pass but gets injured. For me, I usually pick the extra cornerback because giving up large yards through the pass is more painful than giving up a few runs here and there, and also hurry up offense can really ruin you if you line up with extra linebackers, for example, that has to cover a player like Muscle Reese, who is like 90 speed and good catching, a pretty good tight end style player, receiver player. That can really ruin you if the opponent catches you off guard and then does a lot of hurry up. And here we see McCain on the same route as before through an audible. We see that it's I saw it was a blitz of defensive players off of him, so we make an audible and he makes a nice little move there to get all the way to the end zone. So 45-7 now, and we're in the fourth quarter, and pretty much the game is gonna pretty much run out now. I mean, it's pretty much about taking time off the clock, and here we see that he tries a third down, gets sacked again by Justin Houston, and that pretty much ends the game because he's given up. And I also tried to take a lot of time off the clock here by not just running up the score. So that was actually the last play you saw before, because that was enough to take 2 minutes off the clock. So here we see some statistics of the game. Held him to less than 50 rushing yards and 70 passing yards. So really good defensive game. And we didn't get too much on offense, but that was pretty much because we got some nice defensive plays that made us get an early lead and also return the play as well. So only 17 passes, 12 completed, but 4 TDs though. And in the rushing, we had 0 TDs for Jamal Charles, but really nice average yardage, and not so good for the Raiders. So a good game. And here we see Bowe had a pretty good game, 6 receptions, 2 TDs, and so on. And Oakland had a terrible game with a lot of receptions, but like 1 on each player though only. And then on the defensive side, we see Houston had 2 sacks and Brian had 1, so pretty good on the sack side. And 2 for interception for Kazan, 1 for Smith. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.